Hello and welcome to Leadership as a Philosophy, Not a Checklist. Chapter 6 revisited the philosophy. Now, why philosophy? All right, are you ready for this? This is going to be crazy. So if you think about all of the management books and all the things that you've read, it's the 21 laws, the 6 rules, the 27 this, the 4 this, the 18 this, the whatever. It's a checklist. Here's the reason that those books keep rewritten and there's different lists all the time and nobody's put it together. The reason is you might use that one checklist for one situation. But this is an example of an organization. I wish I knew who the artist was. I'm not stealing this. This is a fractal art that I found. But this is the reason this is important. To me, when I saw this, I said, oh, look, it's an organization. Because look, you've got individuals and their hierarchies, which we talked about in the previous chapter. So here's their hierarchies. What's going on with them? Or this is a team, right? So here's the team that's got this sort of thing. So you might have things are a mess or things are pointed with the person. Things are a mess, things are pointed with the team. Here's some systems or some processes, the fabric that's tying everything together. And then at the next level up in the organization, you've got the same thing. Individuals, teams, all this sort of stuff. So now imagine, and then managers, right? So now you imagine that this is your organization and this is as organized as it ever gets. So imagine this thing's moving through space. I know this is crazy, but this is the reason that it makes sense. So you're moving through space. You've got all these people in your organization and all these different things are going on. What happens if this spike right here gets huge? Well, everything's suddenly going to become imbalanced, right? So what do? Well, the leader that's over there or the person or the whatever needs attention from something, right? So that's where the leader goes over there and checks on stuff. And they might have to take severe action. Maybe it's so bad they have to redo that whole little spire, but look how complicated it is. Where's the checklist for all that? Where's your super snazzy checklist, right? So what you need is a philosophy. Here's an approach. No matter what's going on with all of this chaos, because that's chaos, it just happens to have a structure, right? So no matter what happens, this is my proposed idea for a philosophy, right? Because I don't know what the leadership, you see leadership philosophy all the time and it's, well, I'm going to be cool, whatever. So here's the thing. You say, I'm going to attune competence and environmental hierarchies in pursuit of goals with integrity, humility, empathy, and vigilance. Right? And here's why. What's the problem with this picture? Just think about it. What's wrong with this picture? This is static. So all I know is, it would be nice to make this a pyramid. Okay, cool. Well, you ready for this? So now I've got a checklist for how to fix these little spires, individual stuff, all this complexity, all this chaos. This is exactly what an organization is. Ready for it? Ready? Ta-da! Okay, so this is your operating environment. That's what's missing from that other picture. Again, I wish I knew who the artist was. I can't find the attribution for it, so I'm not stealing anybody's work. Please, if you find this and you're the artist, I humbly respect what you've done and ask that you don't kill me. So now what? Well, what if you're trying to move that thing with all those spikes through this environment? And so now you've got a bunch of chaos. All of these little things are like volcanoes. So either stuff's going to come out or suddenly they're going to become a spike, right? And so you've got to take that pyramid through here. So maybe you got to go and get all that stuff super tightened up. Maybe you have to tell everybody you get less freedom right now because we got to go through this little choke point right here, right? I think I circled it. Yeah. So all these are the little things that might either erupt, cause a problem, cause too much traction. You don't know. You have no idea. And so then, like I said, you have to go through here and then you get beyond, you see there's some more space. Okay, we can relax a little bit, blah, 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 blah. But when things get really tight and constricted, that's when the leader has to go and pay the most attention. Where's your checklist for that? What am I going to do if suddenly this thing happens? But I don't know. But if you have a philosophy and an approach, say that I'm always going to attune competence and environment. So got to make that little conch shell go through that space. And I'm going to make sure I do it with integrity, humility, empathy, and vigilance. You can apply that to every situation. But you can't apply your silly checklists to every situation because there's too many and there's too many variables. As soon as you involve two people, things are out of control. So this is why I say leadership is a philosophy, not a checklist. And is this the right philosophy? I don't know. It's the one that can be applied the most. Anyway, 5 minutes. Thanks for your time.